Alright, buckle up, because 1 Samuel chapter 2 is like a tale of two families heading down very different paths. First off, Hannah is over the moon. Her prayer has been answered, and she bursts into this incredible song of praise to the Lord. It's like she's saying, "My heart's doing cartwheels for God. He's lifted me up like a champion, and I'm shouting from the rooftops about how He saved me." She goes on to say there's no one like God, no one as holy or as solid as a rock. Then she throws a little shade at those who were proud and boastful, saying, "Hey, pump the brakes on that arrogance. God knows all and weighs everyone's actions." Her song is full of these amazing reversals. The mighty warriors are now disarmed, while the weak are suddenly strong. The well-fed are now begging for scraps, while the hungry are stuffed. The barren woman? She's got a whole soccer team of kids, while the one with many sons is now all alone. It's like saying, life can flip on a dime, and God's in charge of the ups and downs. She acknowledges that God is the one who brings life and death, who can pull you down to the grave or lift you up. He's the one who can make you poor or rich, humble you or promote you. He can take the nobody from the trash heap and put them on a throne with princes because, hey, the whole world belongs to Him. Hannah ends her song with confidence that God will protect His faithful, but the wicked will be silenced. It's not about your own strength, it's about God. He'll break His enemies, thunder from heaven, and give strength to His king, a little foreshadowing there. After this powerful praise session, Elkanah heads back home to Ramah, but young Samuel stays behind in Shiloh to serve the Lord under Eli's watch. Now, here's where the story takes a dark turn. Eli's sons, Hophni and Phinehas, were bad news. They were scoundrels who had zero respect for God. They had this nasty habit at the sacrifices, while the meat was boiling, their servant would come with a 3-pronged fork and just jab it into the pot. Whatever came up, they'd take for themselves. They were treating all the Israelites who came to Shiloh like dirt. And it got even worse. Before the fat, which was supposed to be offered to God first, was even burned, their servant would demand raw meat for the priest to roast. If people tried to say, "Hey, let's do things properly and offer the fat first," these guys would threaten to take it by force. Their sin was a huge slap in the face to the Lord. They were showing utter contempt for His offerings. Meanwhile, little Samuel was a breath of fresh air. He was serving the Lord, wearing this little linen robe called an ephod. Every year, his mom would make him a new little coat and bring it when she and Elkanah came for the annual sacrifice. Eli would bless Elkanah and Hannah, praying they'd have more kids to replace the one they'd given to the Lord. And then they'd go home. The Lord did bless Hannah with more kids, 3 more sons and 2 daughters. And Samuel? He just kept growing up in the Lord's presence. But Eli, who was getting on in years, couldn't ignore the terrible things his sons were doing to all of Israel. Not only were they ripping people off at the sacrifices, but they were also sleeping with the women who served at the entrance of the tent of meeting. Eli tried to talk to them, saying, "Why are you doing such awful things? Everyone's talking about your wickedness. This isn't good, my sons. If someone sins against another person, maybe God can step in. But if you sin against the Lord, who's going to plead for you?" But his sons were as stubborn as mules and wouldn't listen. It was like the Lord had already decided their fate. And while Eli's family was spiraling downwards, young Samuel was shining brighter and brighter. He kept growing, and everyone, both God and people, liked him more and more. Then, out of the blue, a prophet shows up to deliver a harsh message to Eli from the Lord. God reminds Eli of how he chose his family to be priests back in Egypt and gave them the privilege of serving him. Then comes the punch: so why are you treating my sacrifices with contempt? Why are you honoring your sons more than me, letting them gorge themselves on the best parts of the offerings? Therefore, the Lord declares that even though he promised Eli's family would serve him forever, that's no longer the case. Those who honor me I will honor, but those who despise me will be treated with contempt. The prophet then delivers a grim prophecy: Eli's strength and the strength of his family will be cut short. No one in his line will live to old age. Eli will see trouble in the Lord's dwelling, and even though good will come to Israel, his family will be wiped out in their prime. The deaths of his two wicked sons, Hophni and Phinehas, on the same day, will be a sign that these things are coming. But God has a plan. He will raise up a faithful priest who will do exactly what's in God's heart and mind. He will establish this priest's family line, and they will serve God's anointed one forever. As for Eli's descendants who survive, they'll be reduced to begging this faithful priest for a measly job just to get some food. So, chapter 2 is a stark contrast: Hannah's joyful praise and the promising growth of young Samuel set against the backdrop of Eli's failing leadership and the blatant wickedness of his sons, foreshadowing a major shift in God's favor. It's like the sun rising on one side while darkness falls on the other.